You're listening to Have You Ever Wondered? It is Thursday, August 4th, 2022. I'm Chloe. And the title of today's episode is, are you ready for some more football? So, as I and your calendar mentioned on Monday, it's August now. And although August means different things for different areas of the world, in the US, it means that tonight, 4 weeks of NFL preseason games are going to start being broadcast live on television and the internet in anticipation of 17 weeks of regular season football games culminating in Super Bowl next winter. So for most people, the last live NFL football play that they've seen happen the night of last year's Super Bowl back in February. And when I say last year, I mean last season, because the seasons traverse 2 years every season, 2 calendar years. So for me, someone who loves football, the imminent return is full of excitement, anticipation, because going 6 months without football sends me into withdrawal. It's only possible to manage this most of the time by rewatching the highly acclaimed drama Friday Night Lights, which follows the importance of football in a fictional Texas town that, despite its small size, is continuously in the running for having the best team in the state because of its unparalleled coach. So that's pretty much what my year looks like every year. Football starts in August. It plays September, October, November, December, January for the playoffs, the first week of February for the Super Bowl. Then I leave the rest of February where it is. And in March, there are 5 seasons of Friday Night Lights. March, April, May, June, July is 5. And by the time I finish rewatching the show, 1 season per month, if I need it. I don't always need it, but if I need it, it's there. By the time I come back around to season 5 of the show, it's August again, and I can watch real football. I'm not joking. I do this every year. So, what I was thinking about in preparation for this new season, as I was gathering up my excitement and anticipation, was that before you can move confidently into the future, a new future, sometimes it helps to understand the past. And now, even though, we're in a state of looking forward to what my all-time favorite team, the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, are going to do in the next game they have the opportunity to play. Their preseason starts next week. I can guarantee you that right now there are more than just a few Eagles fans around the globe thinking about a different, very fateful day. Because 4.5 years ago today, the Philadelphia Eagles won their first Super Bowl. I've been focusing on nostalgia a lot lately, and I still consider that day to be one of the top 10 days of my entire life. Entire life. That day, and I kind of, in conjunction along with it, put the day of the parade, which I'm going to talk about in a second. When you add those two together, they might even raise up the list. But they both hold spots, top 10 spots separately. But I kind of, in my mind, I think of them as one event, even though they were like a week apart. Let me help. You know how when you have like a long-term hope of something, a wish, a dream, a desire, and to avoid total disappointment, part of you is sort of resigned to the fact that it may never happen. And then there's another part of you that never loses faith that it will happen. I mean, there's lots of things to feel like this about. Career things, relationship things, sports things, life things. Well, the city of Philadelphia had felt like that for so long in anticipation of a potential Super Bowl win, and then subsequently year after year of disappointment, that it had become a part of the cultural identity of the place. These twin opposing tensions of desire and resignation, hope and disappointment, victory and failure. And when the dam finally broke, the flood of adulation for the team that brought it home spilled out onto the Parkway, which is like the main center city thoroughfare of Philadelphia. It was designed to echo the Champs-Élysées in Paris, which runs from the Arc de Triomphe down to the Louvre. And so in Philadelphia, the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, which for short is the Parkway, runs from City Hall down to the Art Museum. And so any major city event that they think is going to bring, hundreds of thousands of people out is positioned in that place because it's a massive street. So the amount of humanity that flooded into the Parkway was this unprecedented parade that stopped the entire city and led to what is now an iconic speech from Jason Kelce. I'm going to excerpt it for you, but be forewarned that he is speaking very exuberantly. Some might even call it yelling. So if you're not a place where you can hear someone yelling right now, either forward this about 50 seconds or listen to it later.
Everybody wanted it more. And that's why we're up here today, and that's why we're the first team in Eagles history to hold that freaking trophy. And you know who the biggest underdog is? It's y'all, Philadelphia. For 52 years, y'all have been waiting for this. You want to talk about underdog? You want to talk about a hungry dog? For 52 years, you've been starved in this championship.
You know what's up. You know what's
Everybody wonders why we're so mean. Everybody wonders why the Philadelphia Eagles aren't the nicest fans. If I don't eat breakfast, I'm pissed off.
I didn't censor that, by the way. It was played on broadcast TV, and so, obviously they can't let little kids listen to language. Or, I don't know, complaining old people. Whoever gets bothered when someone uses expletives. on broadcast TV. They had to censor it for those people. I'm gonna do something unconventional now. Normally, when I feel compelled to share something, I do, in full or in part, or I tell you about it. If I can find clips, I share it, or if there's a story that pertains to me, I relate it. But the thing I'm trying to share with you today is actually an experience. And it can't be fully realized by me telling you about it. So, in the description, once I finish and shut down and do all the things I have, the little administrative things I have to do after I go off the air, I'm gonna put 2 links. One with highlights from Super Bowl 52, Eagles versus Patriots, and one with the entire game, just like 4 hours. The highlight reel is about 18 minutes, and I watched it while I was preparing for this. And I kid you not, even though I knew it was going to happen, I still found myself feeling like emoting over the plays, feeling anticipation, yelling at my phone, just how I watch football. But like, it put me right back in that moment, like we were 4.5 years ago to the day, and it was incredible. I didn't know that it was gonna evoke that response from me, so I was kind of excited. And now I want to watch the whole game again, which is originally I was just gonna put the highlights, but then I wanted to watch the whole game again, so I'm gonna put both. And honestly, if I didn't have places to be today, I might turn it on right now, like, and just sit and do the whole thing. But before we change gears, it's not lost on me that not everyone understands this game. American football is American football, and even though we don't always act like it, we do realize that there are other people and other sports in the world, and that this one isn't the be-all end-all for everyone. And so I thought I would like to help with that. And I found this really quick, just like 1-minute tutorial. And it's for people who don't understand the game. It's also people who haven't seen it in a while, just need a refresher because the season's about to start. So this is sort of come one, come all. Hope it helps.
The aim of the game is move the ball into the opponent's end zone to score a touchdown and extra point. This is achieved by moving the ball down the field in a series of plays or downs.
Okay, I couldn't resist for poetry time today. I know that sometimes I use song lyrics as the featured poem for poetry time, and I'm doing that today, and this is a song, okay? You may already know where I'm going with this. I don't know, we really have to have this conversation about whether all song lyrics are also poems, or if there's something that distinguishes the two or causes an overlap. But I'm gonna fudge it today because I really, if you're gonna help understand at least where I'm coming from when it comes to football, then you also have to know what is called the Eagles victory song, known as Fly Eagles Fly. And it was written in the mid-50s by Charles Bareilles and Roger Cortland. And if you've spent any length of time in Philadelphia, well, I was going to say during football season. No, if you spent any length of time in Philadelphia, you've heard all or part of it. Because I was laughing. There's this verse in the Bible that says, like, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am in their midst. Like saying, like, you can have God's presence with you if you, like, sit down and pray with a couple people. And I was laughing because I was like, well, where like 2 or 3 Eagles fans are gathered together, then there's a chance you'd have this song in the midst. And like, I've been to like things that have nothing to do with football, where people just like break out into either this song or the chant that follows it, or both, like concerts or like other events, like festivals, non-related parades, any grouping of people, you have the chance to hear this. So I'm just gonna read it. I'm not gonna sing it, and I'm not gonna cheer it. But after every touchdown in a home game, you will hear it. And if you know it, then you'll hear it while I'm reading it anyway. You don't need me to sing it. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. Fight, fight, fight. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit them low. Hit them high. And watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagle. I'm so excited. Like, I can't. Oh, my word. All right, that was me being silly, but sometimes poetry time is so solemn. We're having fun today because I get excited about football. Maybe you've seen the game already, maybe you haven't, okay? But I'm just going to reiterate, as we head into the coming season with all its inevitable ups and downs, I am also offering you the opportunity to either join for the first time or relive one of the greatest games of this sport's entire history. 2 iterations of it. Do with it what you will. And I'll see you tomorrow.